Hello, friends. The topic for today's presentation is uh, very important in current context where you see people are struggling for their livelihood, especially after COVID. Many of them they have to start from fresh, they have to start from scratch. It is tough for them to sustain without a support. So the topic for today's discussion is microfinancing, and the point why we are discussing this domain is like it is because it helps someone who is vulnerable, who is financially insecure, or who needs it the most. They people are covered under this particular domain of microfinancing. Let's go forward. Now you see, friends, in this particular slide you can see I'm able to see India in red with 11%. What is this percentage? This is nothing but, if you look at countries where you have the most unbanked population, when I say unbanked means they don't have any access to financial system. So you will find 50% of your world unbanked population is from these 7 countries. So you have to make sure that these countries should work upon it, so that this particular percentage of unbanked population should come down. India is again leading in it. So even though Indian government is taking lots of initiative with their main regulators like RBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, IRDA, and PFRDA, they are all are trying to collaborate together to increase this awareness level of people, and then to reduce this percentage and to bring India little bit on a higher side when it comes to literacy and financial literacy especially. So we need to work something onto this. Let's proceed further. Now there is a quote from uh, the ex Secretary General Kofi Annan. It was given in the year 2003, which tells you actually it is very tough for people into this vulnerable community to get access to something called as sustainable financial services. Now we are discussing a subject called as microfinancing, and it will be very shocking for you to know that the rates, or like the interest rate that we offer it to them for loans, usually starts very high, somewhere in the range of 20 to 24%. On an average, every service provider in this domain has this rate structure which is very high. I cannot imagine myself going into a bank and asking them for a loan and the loan rates are so high. So there is no second alternative as of now. So they are the best available source to this neglected segment. So we need to give an access to them which is actually affordable in nature. Okay, so according to Mr. Kofi Annan, the point is like it is hard reality of us that poor people in this world, they don't have access to financial services. It can be any service like saving account or any sort of loan or any sort of insurance cover. So they are usually neglected out because they cannot afford these services. So looking forward to it, like we'll bring in something where it may be beneficial to them also, and they will be able to enjoy the like benefits from this system that we are trying to have. This is called as inclusive system. Now you see, the concept of microfinancing is nothing but it is basically the transformation of people who actually are into vulnerable category, and then help them to come out of that vulnerability. Now we need to give them a sustainable livelihood model where they are doing something from their own skill set, from their own expertise. They are being financed for the same venues and options which they are trying to explore, and then we will try to make their business models or whatever initiatives they people are taking into some sort of sustainability and viability by giving them access to markets and making them their products available to bigger markets. Now you see, you have to do this, else giving loan to someone and not able to give them a long-term support or a sustainable model means money which is given to them may not be of use. It may be used in a very short period of time, and then they will again go back to their the pathetic state of affairs. So it is tough, and we need to take them out. Hence we have to look for specially traditionally excluded segments into microfinancing. It is actually a tool through which we can empower this community which is usually neglected out, and we need to promote micro entrepreneurship with this community, so that their dependence on others should come down, and they are able to have something, a sustainable livelihood. And when they are going to contribute, you see, there is a huge population base which lies into this bottom of pyramid. They'll be able to take your country's GDP much faster. Okay, they'll be an asset. Now you see in this picture, you can see one shop where material is put in, and then there are people who are standing on the other side. Maybe they are the buyers. Now on the other side, you can see the number of microcredit borrowers is going up very fast. And the data is, even though little bit old, 1997 to 2013, uh, but you can see the curve, you can see the trend going up. And from 2013 to 2024, again I can see the same sort of trend, except giving some exceptions to the COVID period, which started somewhere in 2019 and stayed till early 2021. Now you see, except this period, we will see everything fine. So hope this introductory session was clear to you. Thanks.